So a subscriber asked me recently, he said, how can I determine what a good offer looks like? The answer to that is ask for key information. So here is the key information that you will ask for: on target earnings, expected number of calls a month, close rate, commission structure, schedule flexibility, sales team details, and program details. Number one, on target earnings, or OTE. If you just ask them this up front, that can eliminate the need of any further questioning. If it's shit, then skip it. If it's good, then you can proceed with more questions. So ask them, what are the monthly on target earnings? Another question you can ask is, what is your best and worst sales rep currently making? If it's interesting, continue. Next thing, number two, how many calls am I expected to get per month? Number three, close rate. Ask about the current close rate of their sales team. Also ask, what's the no-show rate? And then of course, ask about the commission structure. What does the commission structure look like? Is there any base salary? You can also ask, are there any quotas to hit? Are there any bonuses? Next most important thing in my mind is schedule flexibility. So you can ask, what does the weekly schedule look like? How flexible is the schedule? Am I able to open and close my available hours? And what does vacation time look like? Am I able to take a week off if I need, as long as things are going well, obviously. And so depending on your level of, seniority experience, you can tell them just like straight up, hey, I'm looking for a flexible thing. And many companies understand that. You're looking for a job that's flexible here. All right, we're not ideally looking for a 9-to-5. Depends on your experience, how demanding you can be. So schedule flexibility, it's a big thing, determining if this is gonna be a sick job. Next thing is you can ask about the current sales team. So things like, what does the current sales team look like? What does a typical week look like for a sales rep? Is there sales training / product training? Are there required sales meetings? Are there any weekly or monthly quotas that I'm required to hit? So you're just trying to gather the information about this job. All right, what are the details? All right, yeah, obviously you're gonna work down the details here. And of course, by this time, maybe you already hopped on a call with them. So you could be asking these on the call / interview, or you could be asking these via chat if you're chatting them on Upwork or email, Instagram, wherever. But of course, there's gonna come to a point where either they're gonna ask you, hey, let's hop on a call, or you ask them to hop on a call. But in my opinion, you should get the basic gist of the offer before wasting your time or their time hopping on a call. And then down from that, just ask more details about the program. Hey, can you share details about the program? Actually, I would ask this one straight up front. All right, so you gotta use common sense. Ask the obvious information up front that you need. What is the program? Like, ask for their website. And obviously by this point, you know the industry that it's in. Is it in real estate? Is it in fitness? Is it in make money online? Obviously you're looking for a company to work in that's in an industry that you know fairly well and that you're interested in. So you can ask them about the pricing, how they're getting traffic, are they running paid ads? And if you're getting into the details, you can ask, what does their student success rate look like? That's kind of like a flipping the table on them type of question. Like, is your program getting actual success stories? So you can straight up ask them that, especially if they don't have a website. So ideally they have a website with case studies, testimonials. You're gonna be able to tell pretty obviously if this is like a legit thing. So those are the key things you should ask for. And I just have a note here, like, if they're trying to sell you on the job, like you need to sign up for the job, skip that shit. If they're acting like this is an amazing opportunity for financial freedom, skip that shit. All right, and right here, there's a link to the earnings potential calculator. I also put down some of the common questions in here. So how to use this sheet, basically go in here, put in how many booked calls a month they say, what is their show up rate, what is your close rate, their program price, your commission, and it will spit out the estimated total earnings. What is a good close rate, you ask? Anything below 30%, that's bad. So ideally you're looking for 33% close rate, 40%, ideally 50% and up. There are situations, there are programs that have that. They just have really good funnels. So that's what you're ideally looking for. What is a good show up rate? Anything below 70% show up rate is not good. Ideally 90% show up rate is like super good. And if their show up rate is below 70%, like give them some pointers, like look at their funnel and, you know, try to provide overall value to their business to fix that. All right, so the quick recap: use your common sense, ask for the fucking on target earnings. From there, just keep picking and asking more information. And below, here's a list of 50 more qualifying questions you can pick from. So as always, don't dump a list of 10 questions on them. Ask a couple up front, then ask some follow-up questions. And when it makes sense, ask them to jump on a call. But instead of just hopping on a call without knowing any information, it raises your status if you actually ask them some qualifying questions so you can see if it's a good fit. So when people ask me, hey Riley, when are you available to hop on a call? I'll say, sure, before we hop on a call, my calendar is limited, so allow me to just ask a couple questions so I can see if it's a potential good fit. I'll usually ask like 2 or 3 questions initially, and then I'll have a feel of it. If I'm still not sure, I'll ask like 2 or 3 more questions, and I'll basically keep doing that until I determine, okay, this is someone I would want to potentially hop on a call with. So tons of questions in here, such as, you know, work schedule requirements, commission payout schedule, like who will be my boss / point of contact, what tools / CRM does your company use, what's your company's USP. Here's a good one: what's the average contract value or lifetime of your current sales reps? Is there opportunity to grow within the company? Sales is all asking questions. Like as the closer, it's kind of the same philosophy. It's just asking the prospect the right questions. Same thing with the qualifying / interview process. All right, so plenty of questions, ammunition for you inside of this document. So link below for this document, and you can watch the next video right here. Hopefully that was valuable. See you in the next one.